information. So, you want to find out everything there is to know about Diane?
York, Nick is leaving the bar.
Wait!
なんでいらっしゃい。H じゃないと思うけどな。わかんないけど、このゲーム。どっちだこれ。
Zach, picking up from where we left off. Zach, we've ended up with a third victim. That dive I made at the gallery ended up being a wasted attempt to save a life. It's a real mess, Zach.
Dive. When's the last time I made a dive like that? Oh, I remember. Do you? It was in my late teens. We used to go to those concerts. You and I like punk rock, but we like different types of punk. You liked hard, like Crash and Sham 69. I like the more twisted ones, like the Damned, Buzzcocks, Iggy Pop, and Joy Division. We used to talk for hours about the bands we really liked, but for some reason, neither of us listened to the Sex Pistols. Wonder why that was. Seems strange thinking about it now.
Eh? なんか優しくなってるらしいですよ。
気持ち悪い。オナは気持ちいいでしょ。わら。
そういうそっち。配信そんなんされても気持ち悪いじゃないですか。とりあえずはなんか移動速度が2倍とかがあるらしいとは書いてあったけど、あとなんかヒント機能とか、すごいなんか親切心設計にはなってるらしいけど、って書いてあったかな。確か星を見る。
そりゃ最初の街すらわからないからいきなり積む人いるもんね。
そうなんですね。なんかいろいろヒント、いろいろ遊びやすくは改良されてるらしいです。遊びやすく。 書いてあった。
Zach, did you want to go somewhere before we visit Harry? That's fine by me.
Iつやってんだこのダーツ。多分夜だな。わかんないけど。いくらするの ?800 円とかするのかな、わかんない。そんなもんで買えると思うけど。星の見える人って実際シナリオはいいんですか？まあゲーム内容はクソだけど。
一応マルチエンドだった記憶。
ファミコンなのにファミコンのくせしてそんなあれですか？手の凝ったことしてんですか
？3つエンドあったかな。シナリオが忘れた。わら。
You know what? There was one band that we
す
both
げえ酔
liked.
う。なんだこれ。
We went all the way to New York to see them play, right,
えらい
Zach?
早くなった気がす
It took us hours to get to New York by bus. We got to the CBGB and we were so nervous we couldn't go inside.
It took us 30 minutes to gather enough courage to go inside. And inside, we were shocked. Right,
る。
Zach?
超早いなん
Never
か。
forget that feeling. It was like a blitzkrieg.
わあ、
Blitzkrieg pop. The
さっき
Ramones.
話してるからやめて。
That song still makes me
交
feel
通事故だよもう。
that's a sign of a classic. But it's amazing I got in without being asked for ID. Those were the good old days. Rock and roll high
H のゲ
school
ー
and
ムの
Chinese
話で
rock.
すか？
Sheena is a punk rocker and surfing
く
bird.
クソゲーの
I was
話
so
です。
depressed when I heard the news of the deaths.
クソゲーの話ですね。
Original punk is one of the greatest gifts left from the 20th century. Let's hope they're still rocking on wherever they
有名
are.
なクソゲーの話です。
Mr. Francis York Morgan, finally you have arrived. You are welcome to come inside.
かかってる？
あれ AI 切ってるはずだけどな。これかかってんのかなこれ。ちょっと待って。これ AI 切ってるはずだけどな、俺今。AI 切ってますよ、今。AI 切ってるよ。AI もしかかってます？AI 切ってるよ、今。オフだよ、今 AI。って上に追い追われても。俺もってしか答えない。AI オフだよ、今。
Mr. Francis York Morgan, Mr. Stewart has been waiting for you. To the meeting room you shall go to.
ソゲーが打てなかった。
俺なんでだろう。カタカナがダメなのかな。ひらがなだと池だったり池田ですね。
The meeting room is through here. Please be kind. Be sincere.
Yes?
どういうことだこ
たく、蘇から撃てるようになったはずなんだけどな。
れ。なんだろう、AI ないけど、俺も NG にも入れてないはず、その言葉を。なんだろう。謎めいてる。
他の方は撃てますか？
俺が打ってみるか。クソゲーね。
クソゲー。
打てるよ。打てるよ。クソゲーって打てるよ。打てたよ俺。どういうこと？
仕込みじゃなくても撃てる？クソったれ。
クソったれ。このクソったれ、ベジータみたいだね。このクソったれ、ベジータみたい。
一応撃てる模様。コメビュの設定かな。
かな。でも俺ニコ生の画面から打ってるよ。自分の放送画面から今。なんだろうね。
クソゲー。
打てるって。
コメビュからだと撃てないっぽい。
あ、そうなの？コメビューからだと打てないのか。放送だと打てるのか。なんだろう。なんだろうね、その差は。ちょっとわかんないな、俺もそこは。なんだろう。コメビューから打てないのなんだろうね。不思議だね。
お騒がせしました。引き続き H をお楽しみください。
H を楽しみくださいってお店か、ここは。ここはなんかの店か。
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
まあこのゲームはとりあえずクリアまでは頑張りますけども、俺ははいそのまあ賛否両論あるけどこれ何番？これ何番だよ。番号書いてねえみたい。
賛否両方あるけど男同士排卵笑
これどっちからもいいんだろう。朝を持たせればいいのかな、適当に。
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
違うらしい。3本かな。
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
ってことは2。違う、2じゃない。
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
あれ違う、あれじゃあ4。
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
いや、4？ 5か。
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
5だった。ここは6？ 4？
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
3、5、1？
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
1、2は違う。
Zach, something is still missing.
ちょっと4じゃねえかよ。
We need more clues.
4だっけ？ 1、2が違うから。あれ ?6 番？
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
置いたの。あっちのやつらは何なの？じゃあもう一個の鍵は鍵で傘どうすんの？待ったの。余っちゃったけど傘。傘余った傘どうすんの？
Mr. Francis York Morgan, please have some tea while it is hot. Too much coffee for your body will make it rot.
You seem well prepared. Almost as though you knew I would be coming today.
Mr. Stewart is particular about the best timing for all things. Now please, drink some tea and enjoy the good health it brings.
I'm sorry, Harry, but I just don't like tea.
こいつどうやって飲むんだお茶。
Mr. Francis York Morgan, some tea with sugar is what's best admired by your body that looks so tired. So says Mr. Stewart.
種がいっぱい。
Harry, where did you get these seeds?
怪しすぎだろこいつ。なんでこれ種持ってんだよ。
Mr. Francis York Morgan, those seeds were found in our town in a certain specific place.
More seeds are there, you will see when you find that certain space. Come back to me and we shall talk after you find that certain place. So says Mr. Stewart.
Harry, so you like to play games?
Mr. Francis York Morgan, a hint for you to find this location.
It is most crowded and most quiet, and gives a cold sensation. So says Mr. Stewart.
All right. So you're not going to talk unless I find this certain place. I'll play along.
なんだろう。ジグソーがなす。さあゲームをしようって。
Zach, let the treasure hunt begin. A crowded place, and yet it is very quiet there. Have you figured it out, Zach?
Must be the graveyard. There's lots of people there, but none of them can speak. You see? So let's get going to the graveyard.
この無線機の単なる地獄ゲーだよな、本当にこのゲーム。あ、こいつが迎えに来てくれた。パシリ1号になっちゃった。
Hi, Agent York. Do you have a moment or two?
Well, maybe just one if you need something. What's up?
Actually, I've got another favor to ask you.
What kind of favor?
We don't have room in our storage for the new shipments that came in today. I know you just tidied it up, but I was wondering if you could help again. Of course I'll reward you again. This time with our silver card.
How is this different from the last one?
You get a bigger discount than the bronze card. That means even more savings.
I see. That sounds like a fair deal. What do you think, Zach?
Zach.
Thank you, hun. The storage room is this way.
2はどんな感じなんだろうね、これ。1がこんななんか不思議なゲームだけど。これ難しくね？これどうやって動かすの？1個どこ持っていくの？どこ1個ゴール？これ難しくね？あ、1個そこに置くってことか。から
ビージー、M は神なのにな。
まあ人を選ぶゲームなんだろうなとは思うけど。 どうしたもんかなこれ。これをとりあえず前に動かすしかねえのか。これどうやって動かすのこれ。あ、これはこっちに多分押すんでしょ。で、ここにはめる。か違う。そうだな。これをとりあえず、こっちに動かして、で、これをこっちに置けして、で、これをこの詰まったんじゃねこれ。あ、やらかしたな。詰まったな。あ、間違えた。あ、ここで一回止めてあっち行きゃよかったのか。ダメだなこれ。ダメだよな。だってあれが動かせなくなっちゃったもんな。だからまずこれをこれもう一回こっちにやって、でこれをこっちに出して、で、これをこっちにやって、あれどこだっけ。マジか。で、これを先にまずここに持ってくればいいのか。できたー。汗と涙の倉庫版。
Good work, Agent York. I knew I could count on you.
Oh, it wasn't that difficult.
We were taught in school that the police are there to help the people. It turns out they were right. Here's your reward then. I'll exchange your bronze card for a silver card. There aren't that many people in this town that have one of those. It's a pretty rare item to have.
So it's a real treasure. I'll be sure to keep it safe then.
You should use it to buy a gift for that special someone. We'll give you a big discount.
Unfortunately, I don't have anyone to give such a gift to.
Really? Come on. Well, anyway, be sure to come by again.
Yoし。なんか別のゲームになったぐらいすげえ楽しくなってきた。無線機で入れたらめっちゃ楽しくなってきたこのゲームが。 かにこれがないとどんだけ
無制したら楽しくなってきた。
うるせえうるせえ
パンチ選択しないと。やら。
カピカピになっちゃう。
Potential, soldier. I want you to take a look around J10. I'll need high gear parts. They should be around there somewhere. If you can find them and bring them back to me, I'll be able to increase the top speed of your vehicle.
Now that sounds like a plan.
It's a fail-proof plan, soldier. You must learn to trust your superiors.
Around J10, then.
Your orders are clear. Now roll out.
どこだ J でしょ。
岩手の感染者2人、どちらも岩手で感染したわけではないのね。
あ、そうなんですね。J
フランス出張のせいみたい。
海外も仕事だから。
一人は友達4人でキャンプに行って感染したんだって。笑。
それもどうなんだろう。これか
This is it. This will save your life someday, son.
What's the story this time?
Speed determines everything on the battlefield, life or death.
You're not going to tell me another story about stomach pains, are you?
Son, I told you already. Don't mock your superiors. It's a very serious story this time. It starts with a question. Why did we lose the battle? We had firepower and the air support in the beginning, but looking at the results of a war of attrition, we learned a lesson. We lacked speed when speed was needed. It was our superiors' fault. We should have carried out a swifter attack. That would have saved more of our soldiers. Although Crybaby Timothy was doomed either way.
You really hated that sergeant, didn't you?
Don't talk to me with that tone, boy. Words cannot describe how much I hated him. I was at war with a crybaby. No one has enough lives to survive that. He poisoned us with our own food. Washed all our weapons with soap and water. Launched a signal flare thinking it was a firework. Set off countless traps laid by the enemy. More than half of the unit had to return home sick because of him.
I don't know how much of this to believe.
Believe as much as you like. I'll keep my side of the promise and get to work on your vehicle.
どんなくだらねえ話させられても聞かされて、普通に改造しろよ。ごたくはいいからよ。
Well, if he hates that sergeant so much, why does he keep talking about him? And would a general really even have direct contact with a sergeant? Questions keep mounting.
I've increased your exhaust and optimized your higher gears. That means you can drive at a faster top speed, but there's still plenty of stuff I can do to make your car go faster. Just come see me again and I'll customize your car a little more.
キャロル。車どこにあった？あ、置いてあった。そんなにパワーアップしたのかな。あ、でも時速60キロになってる。ちょっと運転しづらかったんだけど。
So, Zach, about Emily.
My
first impression when we met her on that bridge is slightly different from what I think about her now. Don't you think she's pretty mesmerizing? And Zach, she seemed interested in you. Did you make a move on her? No, don't answer. I'm just asking. But if you like her... Oh, Zach, we're here. Let's continue our chat later.
Oh, yeah.
Just as Harry said, it's crowded and quiet.
Hey, Brian. Agent. Mr. Agent, how are you?
Not bad. I'm, just playing a little game with Harry.
Game? A game? Oh, is that fun?
We've only just started, Brian. The fun is about to begin. I'd like to ask you something, actually. Is there a tree in the graveyard that drops red seeds?
Seeds? Red seeds? That tree does. And that one. And that one too. All red seeds.
すがショットガン強えな。危ねえなお前。何これもうね。左足。
A human bone? This doesn't look related to the case, but shouldn't I let someone know?
Zach, mission accomplished. Let's get back to Harry's. The reward better be good. But you know, about these seeds, they were right here under my nose. It's as if I was carefully carrying a bottle of water while walking in a pool. We're learning the countryside version of common sense the hard way, Zach.
ストレスフリーゲームになった。こりゃいいや。
Mr. Francis York Morgan, finally you have arrived. You are welcome to come inside. Mr. Francis York Morgan, please proceed to Mr. Stewart's room. There he awaits you, I shall assume.
特にこのじいさんの謎解きが好きだね。
押す時の声が縮みみたいだな。
ですね、若そうに見えるんだけどな。あれ、逆だった。
Harry, turns out what you said was true, and I'd like to hear more.
York, as you know, there's a powerful mystery surrounding these seeds. You've seen them at those other murders that took place elsewhere. And you've seen them deeply involved with the murders in this town as well.
That's right. But how do you know all this?
York, you must be younger than you look. Youngsters tend to hurry so much that they let things slip right past them. What you need to do is slow this down a bit. That way you'll see what's really important. Let me tell you a story. 50 years ago, when the war was over, just about when the communist Red started to become a rising threat, our town constructed a huge clock tower. Then, soon afterwards, a serial killer wearing a red raincoat went on a killing spree.
The legend of the Raincoat Killer? Stop playing games with me, Harry. That's nothing more than folklore. The FBI has no such record of a multiple homicide case in this town.
York, Anna, Becky, and now Diane. Their deaths are real, not folklore, not legend. The Raincoat Killer is also real, but under a strict gag order, the mass murder case was never made public. In fact, one could say that it was completely erased from history. Tell me, who do you think would be able to do something like that?
The military.
Very good. A model student.
But if there are no records about it, then how do you know it really happened?
Good question, York. Why would I know this? The answer is very simple. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. The brutal killer himself. But we can talk about the details of that encounter another time. What we need to talk about is your Raincoat Killer. The new Raincoat Killer, if you will. The new Raincoat Killer. Yes, let's call him that.
So you're saying that the series of cases I've been following are all linked to this town? That's interesting, Harry. But there's no evidence to support that story. None of the criminals we caught for the other murders ever mentioned anything like that.
It's your job, your own duty to look into it. Now, the game must go on. You know I said that the incident 50 years ago was totally erased. Well, not quite. Records still exist in the sheriff's office. The old sheriff back then hated the military and did his own investigation. I need you to bring those documents here to me. Once you've done that, I'll tell you everything I know.
Okay, it's worth a look. And we may as well let the old man have his fun. Documents from a case that happened 50 years ago. Let's play along with the old man for a little longer, shall we?
Zach, that means we need to head for the sheriff's department.
York, I told you, it's nothing more than local folklore.
Harry said that he was there.
The Raincoat Killer is a phantom, made up to scare children long ago. I can't believe you fell for that from Harry, of all people.
I agree with George. Harry likes to play with people, play with their minds, too.
George, Emily. Of course I don't believe him word for word. But you won't mind if I at least try to confirm that he's wrong, will you?
Well then, can you look for the files by yourself? I'm still looking for Thomas.
Very well.
Emily, open the filing room for him.
They're here too, Zach. This might mean we're getting warmer to what we need. too much noise. We're still missing a vital piece of the puzzle.
ああ、またこれか。誰だあれ。あ、一応セーブした。後ろにいたのですか。 づいてたね。気づいてたよ俺今。
Yes. Amazing. Bullseye. Nice shot. Yes.
もしかこっちも強くね？やってていいのかな。
タイムのため息かな。わら。
なんでそんなちょっと気のせいかな。こっちの方が強い気がするな。ちょっとなんか威力あるはずなんだが。あっちが開くのかな、さっき開かないよ。
明日は0730オナさん、オナさんジョースターキリン。
オナさんジョースター。
Nice shot. Bullseye. Amazing.
後ろから意味つかん。
Bullseye. Amazing.
Ah! Game はバイオ4に意識してんのかな、作った人。どういって手榴弾が欲しいって。違う、限定版だからパッケ版っす。
Zach, looks like we need to continue our search for the documents.
George, I'll get right to the point. It looks like someone else has just removed the documents I'm looking for.
確かにみんな胸でけ。
Huh? Removed?
The cabinet looks like it had been forced open.
That's impossible. No one could break into there.
No, Emily. There is one person that can access that room at any time.
Thomas.
You don't mean Thomas?
It's too early to speculate. And profiling is my job, remember? More importantly, Emily, could you get me a coffee? A fresh one if possible.
Coffee? At a time like this? Why now?
Emily, please. This is very important. Some coffee. And bring some milk on the side.
You know something, don't you? I'm getting us some coffee. So tell me what you know.
Coffee 売らないか。
Ah,
Zach, this is amazing. Even the taste of her coffee is thrilling, to say the least.
What?
No, nothing. This isn't the cup that Thomas always uses for me, is it?
I'm sorry about that too, then. I just used a cup that was nearby. You have a problem with that?
Problem? Not at all, my dear Emily. The coffee is perfect. Well, okay, taste aside, this cup certainly is perfect. George, Emily, we're going to Velvet Falls. There's something waiting for us there. I can feel it.
York, are you joking? You're trusting your cup?
No, Emily. Going to a waterfall just might be a good idea. In feng shui, a waterfall is known to be a source of power. Even if we find nothing there, I'm sure it will give us some power.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, George. And don't forget to bring a fishing rod.
All right. I'll go get it.
Fishing? Are you two serious?
George, do you have a net? Zach, I hope we can catch a big one.
釣りすんのか。どうすればいいどうすればいいのこれ。
このビーチ M で釣るんかい。
らしいですどうすれば釣れるんだろうこれ。謎すぎてわかんないけど釣りがもうすでになんかボタンが出るわけでもないし戻るしかないし。あ、もう釣れねえじゃねえかよ。
ロザリー配信公式 BGM
これこれの方法案としてよくわからないもん。何これどういうこと。
ロザさんも口笛するので。
いやしないけど、てか意味がわかんないんだからアイコンは何だろう。どういうことだこれ、よく意味がわからない。謎のアイコンがいっぱい出てきたんだけど、それあ、なるほど、魚で止まれば釣れるってことかな。なんだ この謎の潮の釣りは。
女映ったらダメとかなんだよ。ほら。
なるほど。だからさ、この謎の釣り、強制的にやらされるの、謎の釣り。それだ、ヒーツ。何を釣るのよ、本当は。何が釣りたいの？書類みたいの釣れってこと？
まあ、ロサさんがいつも釣ってるのは女だからね。
釣ってないからね。
他にさ、あるもんね。ほら。
そっち？あ、このファイルみたいのに止まればいいってことかな。また魚釣ってなんで？釣り来て何するって？なんで H なの？じゃないだろ。何これ。これは大体なんで資料が釣れるんだよ。なんだろうこの苦行システム。この苦行マジ苦行にしか感じなくなってきたんだけど俺は。謎の苦行システム。一応目押しが効くようなことは書いてあるけど、これかな。これいつ釣れるんだろう俺。惜しい。惜しい。大体なんでファイルを釣らねえといけねえんだよ。どういうゲームだよこれ。本当に謎だよ。謎すぎるゲームだよな。しかも意外とこの釣りが眠気を誘ってちょっとイラついてもくるし。
夏の要素満載。
これいるのかなって思うのがこの釣り。まあ、このよくわからないシュールな感じがいいんだろうね。きっと受けたんだろうねこれ。惜しい、またずれたよ。サンプ楽しんでる場合だったら釣りしかないだろ夜来る。そもそもなんで資料を釣ろうって考えてるかわかんねえよ。俺に言わせりゃ。 謎のスロットまでされてね。来た。シャツすれた。
Good fishing, Zach. We've caught something to brag about now. In all the history of the FBI, I'm probably the only one who fished out documents thrown into a waterfall. Don't you think so, Zach?
その発想がよくわかんない。まずその釣りそれを見つけようっていう。
Just don't believe it. Files from a waterfall.
いろいろ謎すぎるけど。
What does that all mean?
It's called The Legend of the New Raincoat Killer. George, have you ever seen this handwriting?
Yes. It's Thomas's.
George, I need to take these documents to Harry. He said he'd tell me everything once I take the docs to him.
But those are classified. I can't allow a civilian to view them. Especially that deranged old goat who owns most of the town.
I agree with George. Harry is... how can I put it? He might be dangerous.
You don't need to worry. You said it yourselves, didn't you? There has never been a mass murder case in this town. That means these documents pertain to a case that never actually happened. Just look at it as though they never actually existed either.
Ridiculous.
York, I'm sure you've got a plan or something in mind. Okay, you have my approval.
George, are you sure?
Emily, we need to continue looking for Thomas. Our search may just have become a hunt.
Yes, get on it. I'll go see Harry alone.
Okay.
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it for myself. But Thomas?
There's got to be a rational explanation for this.
Zach, George has started to change. I think the deaths of Becky and Diane had a deep effect on him.
I guess this town truly is without a king now.
Let's pay Harry another visit and get to the bottom of all this.
I have to admit, I do like spending a bit of time investigating alone.
I'm getting a bit sick of being told that I'm either too slow or too fast. You agree with me, right, Zach?
You mentioned that there is still some room to customize my car.
Yes I did. I think your gas tank could do with a boost, don't you? A larger tank would mean you can go farther with one fill-up.
That would be great.
In which case, you need to find a scrap tank. I think there's one around N5.
Okay.
This will be the last enhancement you can make to your vehicle. So get out there and find it.
N5? この辺りだぜ、N5 って。あ、そこになんかあるな。あれか。あ、もう12時か。あれってことはあれか？ガンダムバース、ガンダムもできんのか。これ買わねえけど。またくだらねえごたき
This
か
is
せ。
it. This will save your life someday, son.
General.
Imbecile.
Shut up and listen to your superiors, right?
That's right. This will be my last story for you, too. Toward the end of the war, I found myself alone in enemy territory. It was thick jungle, and I couldn't call for support. I was up the creek without a paddle, a boat, or even a life jacket. Eventually, weakened by hunger and thirst, I was reduced to crawling. Death was closing in. I could feel it. More than anything, I longed for water. I fell to the ground. Water filled my mind, my thoughts. That's all I wanted. I should have died there. I wasn't moving. My last wish for a drink unfulfilled. I should have died, but as you can see, I didn't. When I awoke, my throat was moist. I saw another man collapsed at my side. There were spots of water by his feet. From the look of things, he brought water to me cupped in his hands, making trip after trip to the river.
Who was it?
Sergeant Timothy. That crybaby Timothy. He was dead, shot by the enemy. Later, I won battle after battle. I guess luck was on my side as well. Before I knew it, I was promoted to general. But in my heart, there was a hole, a gaping hole. I believe I died that day on the battlefield. I died with crybaby Timothy. Anyway, that's my last war story for you. Time for your final customization.
ごたく聞かされて、ごたくにいいから早く改造してくれんすね。
So that explains why he's wearing a sergeant's badge on him. Time kept flowing for him, and he kept moving up in rank. But inside of him, time stopped a long time ago. We didn't get any info out of him about the Raincoat Killer. At least his war stories solved one of the mysteries of this town. Let's leave him alone. I doubt he knows anything about the case at hand.
That'll increase the amount of gas your car can carry. You remind me of my men. They had a strong sense of justice. Those idiots. Don't stop. Eyes forward. And laugh. Ah.
し、じゃあ今日はこれで終わろう。はい。じゃあお疲れ様でした。ありがとうございました。